Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Sam for Wealthwise. Today we're going to cover the topic of 5 shocking truths about pre-retirement stage or planning for your retirement, right? So most people think they have done enough and you have struggled or worked hard whole of your life to plan for those golden years. But let's dive into these 5 truths which will shock you in terms of pre-retirement planning. Number one. So the number one is the financial truth behind it. Most people plan for 20 to 25 years of their life after retirement. So if you're 65, you're going to plan up to 90 in terms of your retirement financial planning. However, the truth is you do not know about the longevity aspects of it. So you might outlive your duration of planned retirement, or you might underlive the duration of the planned retirement, right? So that kind of tells you that you need to be financially prepared both for the long term and the short term. The truth is, staggering 40% of retirees struggle financially. It's not about working hard, it's about planning smart. Early financial planning is crucial for a secure retirement, and all of you need to plan for your security in terms of financial plan. This would include planning real estate in terms of recurring income. It would include ETFs, bonds, or mutual funds in terms of getting your regular monthly dividends from those. It would include term deposits or GICs or IRAs in terms of getting money regularly from those, as well as social security and pension benefits that you might want, right? So not everybody is fortunate to get 60 or 70% of their pension, which used to be the case many years back. Now you got to be financially prepared to take on those challenges both for the long term and the short term. That's number one. So let's talk about the second thing that impacts you. Second thing that impacts most of the retirees or pre-retirement stage baby boomers or empty nesters is the healthcare cost in retirement. So what happened is healthcare expenses can be pretty exhaustive. Though you might think Medicare, or in case of US, or Obamacare in case of US, or COBRA, or in case of Canada, the Ontario OHIP plan, or any other plan that you might have, might cover most of your healthcare cost. The truth is, almost 20% of the times you will feel that you have to overpay those expenses which are covered by the federal government. So healthcare expenses can devour up to 20% of your retirement savings, and that's the statistic saying that. Even those Medicare or government care that you get can still significantly burden you in terms of your retirement planning. So keeping in mind aspects like medical tourism, which is going to places like Mexico, Thailand, India, Sri Lanka, and some of the other destinations which have excellent healthcare, is one of the things that you need to keep in mind. And this can be pretty shocking if you find that you have to pay exorbitant costs in your healthcare, though you had not planned for those, and unexpected things can happen in your retirement. So that's number two. Number three, I talked about financial planning before as longevity risk, right? So you need to brace yourself. The average retiree now spends 20 to 30 years in retirement, right? What happens when your savings run dry? Longevity risk is critical factor in your retirement planning. So you might be thinking that you would retire and have a financial plan for 20 years, but you might live up to 30 years. Now with genetics, healing and genomics coming in and AI coming in, you will have more and more solutions to your healthcare. So your longevity becomes much longer. The second factor is the inflation factor. As you have seen in the last few years, inflation has been 7 to 10%. Now it's come down to 3% roughly globally. However, this the serpent can still raise its heads again, and that can significantly impact your retirement planning. So you've got to keep in mind the longevity risk as one of the shocking truths, and that's the number 3. Number 4 is social security reality. A lot of people plan their retirement based on social security, right? So if you think social security will cover 100% of your expense, right? Many retirees, those checks barely cover their expenses, right? What will happen is you have to discover in the hard way the harsh truth that the social security and why the solid financial backing that you need is still required in spite of those social security norms. So that's why in some of my videos I cover what can you do in pre-retirement age in terms of your financial planning. So there are 3 basic assets that you can build in. Number 1, evergreen is the real estate with a recurring income. Number 2 would be fixed income, because you are at a certain age, you would want monthly revenues from ETFs or term deposits or fixed income bonds. So that would be number 2. And number 3 would be planning from your own kitty how you are going to divest your capital. So the thumb rule is 4% of your overall retirement funds you divest every year, as well as your kitty grows by 7 to 8% every year. So that's essential. So social security reality is the number 4 shocking truth. Number 5th is very evident, is the emotional and psychological challenge that you face. Retirement is not just about money, it's about the emotional journey. You have been used to getting identity in the world. So a lot of people face the loss of purpose and identity in life. So I have covered this in one of the previous videos. You need to get your side gig, you need to get your passion, and then create the secondary stream of income, and as well as stay connected to the working world or the world which revolves around the capitalist nature of work-life balance. That will still need to be aware. So emotional well-being after your children are gone and after your parents are gone and all the older people you knew who were emotionally supporting you are gone and you're left on your own, and that feeling of orphanness which I felt when my parents left was unbelievable. And this feeling can only grow because your kids will grow apart and you will become an empty nester in those pre-retirement age. So guys, emotional and psychological changes or challenges have to be definitely looked at, and this can be pretty shocking. You do not think about those while you're working, but when it comes to the final runway, then those becomes very, very challenging. So there you go, guys. These are the 5 truths about pre-retirement planning that everybody should plan for. And I hope if you plan for this, you will have a successful journey about your pre-retirement stage, your retirement stage, and a post-retirement stage. And the last stage is more of a healthcare stage, where you have to kind of take care of your health, and you might need support in terms of both emotional support and physical support. We'll talk about that journey in another time, but in this video we are focused on pre-retirement, and these are the 5 shocking truths about pre-retirement planning. So be aware and knowingly plan for it so that you can successfully energize and create a success of your retirement plan as well as post-retirement planning. So if you do like the content of this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe, press the subscribe button so you get notified about such videos which we make, which are helpful to you in your financial journey and your life planning. And this is Sam Moll signing off for WealthWise. Thank you, guys, and look forward to see you in the next video. Thank you.